guys ngicabanga ukuthi njengoba nisho kanje, so let's say your girl proposes to you. Manje indaba zamalobolo nani because yes, we are trying to move away from a patriarchal society, but these things are still practiced.
Yeah.
When you get married, you have to honor your parents and do whatever steps they require of you. Manje kuzolobola abantu kumele ugela ezokulobola because obviously angisho uye osene idea yokuthi asishade.
Hayi phela mafuna ukushada kalobola.
Akazithathele.
Okay.
And then into uma ngabe njengoba mina for example uma ngabe sengiyashada ngidinga ukwazi ukuthi konke seku right ukuthi ngikwazi ukumisa leyo mbuzi lo manje uma ngazuthi i-excuse ukuthi I still need to get my ducks in a row ukuthi ngomema uzimangivele ngwele nje.
And I think it's important to get your ducks in a row because
it's important.
if nje so ngena a relationship without considering some of the things like the finances,
yes,
the mental health, nezinye izinto nje because lezo zinto lezo nje
will impact
sisine rate ye divorce ngana especially in this generation.
Yes,
you know, and motiabheka if we are phinda ubuza uthi to other women, how do they define uthando? As much as bathi now you're trying to get the ducks in a row, bona mabakhuluma with regards to love, it has to do with money. And imagine manje ngiyanayo imagine anginawo amadiba manje I'm like hey ngiyamthanda umshado njani
and the number one cause of divorce are finances.
So it's one of the things that medicine is taking into consideration, especially massive siyashada. When we are dating, it's fine, do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. You know, so basically that's just it. We're trying to get our ducks in a row so that to be prepared
for marriage.
Yeah, for
and
marriage.
the guys was on Kukuzela with that. I was watching a sermon by Pastor Mike Todd. Le began his relationship series, so he was talking to single people. Being single is the most important time of your life. Well, like being unmarried, guys, I'm like you're still single, ne? Very single, super single. So, before getting married, that is the most important time of your life, the most important time of your relationship with God, the most important time of your relationship with yourself, with people around you. You develop a character Nhlapo that is going to determine how your marriage turns out. And also you are able to fully focus and be selfish, focus on career without considering I'm spending a lot of time in the office. Abantwana, so lento le incred vision vumelana 100%. Let's not rush into marriage. Let's enjoy being single and be content. Because I feel like sometimes as women we really rush. And again, it's not our fault. I feel like society places this thing with you at a certain age. Melube so shadile ngathi umshado uzoba any tangible benefits for you.
Those umshado vele now, it's not an end on itself. It's a means.
And it's like as much as my relationship goes, umshado exposes who you are.
He said that. It exposes who you really are. When you were trying to hide, you can't hide from your wife.
Because imagine, 24/7 in my room, and then when I'm with someone now, I have to cater their means as well. Let's say, for instance, everywhere. My wife should be the one who's as much as
like not putting the toilet seats down as well. Isn't anything as being bad habits? Okay, so let's move on from that. It's Elena. Why do men still associate the characteristics of a good wife with hard labor? Domestic chores, like men obviously angeke angazi ngani ukwazi ukupheka ukwazi ukucleana, you don't consider it seems like you don't consider a woman who's doing great in her career a smart woman, kuba ngathi into yokuqala ukuthi ngifuna akwazi ukupheka because a way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
But if you say the way to a man's stomach is through a way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but you're aiming too high.
But to answer the question, okay, I think it's not like Tina Suna hard labor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like especially before in let's say let's just in a relationship or in a marriage per se, would say more to your beggar. Nyakwazi ukuhlelisana nalo muntu. Izinto zokwash izitshana nokupheka, it's something that we can work on. I mean, ngihlale for 5 years in Joburg, ngihlala ngiyi-1. I cooked.
Okay, but then let's be honest. Let's say you're getting married now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'll consider the fact that a woman, and that's why it happens. Most men stay alone for a couple of years before they get married. Like we are hammer for varsity, then atole umsebenzi ahlale ayi-1 akwazi ukuziphekela. But maseka shada, izandla sezigambukile. Asekho.
No, I think uthi umdesigner ufuna intombi worker umfazi.
No, because manje it's a conversation futhi kumele nibambe nomfazi wakho before because enye into engingasitsheli yona ukuthi ngiyakwazi ukupheka noma ngikwazi. It's one thing.
Ingenathi.
No,
I can't.
Sure, ezinye izinto we have to prepare.
Can hire a chef. And you pay for the chef.
Imali bekhona vele. But enye into ebalekile ukuthi endlini angifuni slave.
Yeah.
Ngidinga life partner njengoba bekasasho ubuye sizobambisana. Uma ngabe unkosikazi ethanda ukupheka uzopheka. Uma ngabe angathanda ukupheka sizobona ukuthi senza kanjani. We have to negotiate because mina sidle.
Yeah.
Maybe mina ngizopheka and then okay unkosikazi awuthanda ukupheka wena. Okay, mina ngiyakwazi nyana ukupheka because ngihlala ngiyi-1 sizopheka sodla lento engiyidlayo then mhlawumbe ungasiza ngezitsha uyabona or unkosikazi makaphakama awashi izitsha mina ngiyasukuma ngiyazisukuma.
Okay.
Angifuni
sleep. We need to move away from it. Wrong.
Ne, because siyasebenza sonke nibuye emsebenzini
and I think that's why usually whenever you decide to get in a marriage umuntu ofila up ama spaces wena longa now.
Yes,
like I said, good if you shouldn't come after me ungrasela. You can just easily remove those shoes.
So you have to complement each other.
Yeah,
like where you lack, she's strong.
Yeah,
where she lacks, you are strong.
And the mellow ones show what the weakness of first work is not seen by everyone. I born no one has to see that. Yeah, in sync.
Defend family.
Umamako. Yeah, umamako now. Okay. Okay. So now this question, let ibhalwe yini nomunye udadewethu la isenile mara level ngifuna ukumbuza ne. So I once dated this other guy. And then he was going through something. No, I'm not gonna name him. I'm not gonna do that. He wasn't a bad boyfriend.
Okay. Yeah.
So he was going through something, right?
Yes.
And then ngambuza ukuthi what's wrong? Yakubona ukuthi you're not your normal self, your usual self. No, what he said to me. He said it's personal. So much I don't understand ukuthi why are guys afraid of being vulnerable to their partners? Why do you associate ukuba weak and emotional to your partner as weakness or whatever? As a bad weakness or something that emasculates you? Because it happens, and it didn't happen only once. Like it's just weird. I find it very weird. Why do you guys do that? Because most of you do that. You shut everyone out. There's
a big drive around teaching women how to be women, but there isn't. That drive isn't replicated when it comes to boys.
Okay.
Sikhule sazi ukuthi indoda indoda ayikhala uze kube neyingoma indoda ayikhali bo.
I think Nothando Somaza has similar song indoda ayikhala qinisela bambele or something like that.
Angayizwa yo. But in this njengalezo zisenza ukuthi nakuma relationship sifuna ukuyibamba and ikasilimaza which is why at the same time sibona ku i-suicide rate amongst amadoda lokhu busy. Amadoda amaningi se-depressed. Bangena kuma-drugs babuye ba-abuse nalabafazi. It's not an excuse, we are condemning that, but there are underlying issues around indlela esikhula ngayo I don't know, my expectations that are placed on men. This is that disadvantage, the patriarchy on men. So we've looked at the patriarchy over the years and thought it is advantaging men.
I mean, yeah.
It does come with privilege, I will not dispute that. But also, it does place a burden on men.
Yeah, definitely.
Even unrealistic expectations. True. And if we can't live up to those expectations,
you fail.
And to add on that, and in most cases, the people we say we spend much time with, or people we call friends, those are the people to share it. Because the moment we share with them, it turns out to be a joke. Banking, hence the syllabus and all that. Once you decide on something, it becomes a joke.
Yes.
So, with regards to the person you are dating or in a relationship with, I think it should change their own mindset, like, because as much as we go through a lot, let's say we are on what's going on. I don't have words on how to put it for you to understand at the moment. It's one of those cases, special cases, but I don't think it will be, no, it's personal, I cannot talk to this, because it's a relationship.
Well, it happened to me.
There are things as in
and imagine girlfriend but you're not telling her what's wrong, understand.
And imagine it's one of the things as a mindset yet in the back of our mind, which does it. You don't share in our emotions, and it takes experience, and it takes isikhathi, and it takes patience. And if boyfriend is vulnerable now, men now understand it, and a man who you are willing to listen without judgment.